Nobody is going to come and teach you how to trust yourself. This is something that you are supposed to learn how to do on your own. And it is daunting and it is a difficult process to learn how to do this because everybody will tell you that you have to be a certain type of way and there's a certain procedure to follow in terms of the way you should live your life. I don't think it's fair to stifle creativity in that way. I don't think it's fair to indoctrinate kids from a very young age. I don't think it's fair that our school systems and parents have not taught us how to trust ourselves and trust our instincts when it comes to the moves that we make, trust our instincts when it comes to the friends that we keep, heighten our intuition, strengthen our intuition. This is just not taught. And if somebody does have an intuition that is strengthened, or if somebody has tapped into themselves, they can access higher levels of information. It just blows my mind that normalcy has come to such a low point of intelligence. It just blows my mind that lack of intelligence is prioritized and glorified and seen as normal in our society, when in reality there's so many different creative ways to express the soul. There's so many ways to tap into God, and people do it all the time. Picasso did it, Leonardo da Vinci did it. The path that they took is not seen as a spiritual path, right? But genius is always God. Genius is always a replica of God's mind, and we all have this genius. We all are geniuses. It's just that we've forgotten that we're all geniuses. We've forgotten how to trust ourselves because we have been so far removed from our own intuition, from our own ability to tap into spirit, to tap into God, that on the off chance that we do tap into God, we are misdiagnosed. For example, depression is there for a reason. It's not for you to mask it with pills. It's there for a reason, to teach you something about yourself. It's showing you something about yourself. Life is not supposed to be masking or distracting yourself. It's not supposed to be being numb. It's not supposed to be being closed off from yourself, from your inner intuition, from your spirit, from your soul. If you are depressed, or if you struggle with OCD or PTSD or trauma, these things are showing you what you need to see within yourself. They are giving you a red flag or an alert to something within yourself that is not resolved, that you actually need to pay attention to and resolve and do that inner work to face and heal and bring up to the surface and resolve. And you will become stronger for it. You will become more learned for it. You'll become more wise for it. And then you will be able to go on and actually teach and help others in different ways. Right? This is why people who know stuff, they start businesses, or they coach, or they come on YouTube and they discuss what they have learned because they want to help other people because they've gone through the same situation. So it's imperative that we actually study our lives and learn from what we are being taught. Instead of just masking everything with distractions or numbing yourself with antidepressants and stuff, which regulate the chemicals in your brain. There's nothing wrong with your brain. The brain changes its chemical formation depending on everything, circumstances, environment, times of the month, for everybody. Because the brain adapts to its surroundings. So when we understand that there's nothing wrong with the brain and we don't actually need to take antidepressants because depression is there for a reason, and if we sit with our depression and embrace our depression, right, even if something is very, very wrong, you have to understand that you are alerting yourself to some deeper issue. It doesn't mean you're never going to not be depressed again. Do you understand? When we can become resilient as to what's happening with us right now and stick the course without succumbing to external means of bandaging it up, if we actually stick with the wound long enough, we will see that it goes away on its own the more that we familiarize ourselves with it, and the more that we embrace it, and the more that we embrace pain, we sit with pain, we make it our friend, and we see what it can teach us. Pain is our greatest teacher. No one else and nothing else will teach you as well as pain will. Pain is our friend. It's our friend. You will become extremely internally learned when you sit with your pain. You'll become extremely mature and spiritually evolved. You will actually evolve on a soul level, babe. Not just externally, not just mentally, not just with your intelligence, but on a soul level you will grow. And that is a little rare to measure, but you will see it. You will see it in the way that you are. You will see it in your personality. Your personality will reflect your growth. The way that you live will reflect your growth. the way that you help people or reach people will reflect the inner growth that has taken place. These things are not things to run away from. Don't run. Face it, understand it, let it teach you, let it show you what's within you that needs reconciliation or healing or understanding, and then understand it. Do that work to be alone, to be in solitude, to write out your mind, to understand what it holds within, to understand where it wants you to go, to understand your path and your purpose, which is specific to you. You will get to know yourself on a whole different level, my friend, if you just sit with pain, okay? So we have not been taught how to trust ourselves. We must learn how to trust ourselves. We must learn how to parent ourselves properly. We must learn how to be our own parent, our own best friend, you know, and learn how to trust ourselves, our self, capital S for self, our soul, okay? And the only way to really trust yourself is to try different things and to take action on different things and to sit with your mind and your intuition and, again, do that healing work if necessary, and to really get to know your intuition and where it's leading you, where it's guiding you, and then to take action on where it's leading you and see that, okay, this action worked, this action did not, this action was in alignment with my higher self and where I'm headed, this action was not. So you take inventory, and along the way of your forward motion, you pivot. You know, this is why I say that if we just learn how to run our life like a business, we could actually have a business and structure our life around that, structure our life around our purpose. The term business has been misconstrued in modern day society because of a lot of people who are exploiting it. You know, there's a lot of exploitation that is happening, especially in the online space and the creator economy. It's important to just kind of understand that, you know, as long as you understand what you are doing and why you are doing it, yeah, you may be competing with people that are like that and of that mentality, but you know who you are, and that is the most important thing, because that will set you up for success in any sphere, in your relationships, in your business, in your work, in your videos, and your projects, and anything, because you're moving with purpose, you're moving with that heart, you're moving with intention to help, to heal, to give, to love, to serve, to teach, you know, and to share your experiences as well. Authenticity is a huge part of reaching people online and offline. It's a huge part of relationships, you know. And so when you can put yourself out there and be authentic, it's all that you need to do. That's like the epitome of self-trust, because it's scary to trust yourself. It's scary to be authentic. It's scary to put yourself out there. It's scary to offer things like services or different things within your business. It's scary to take your own experiences, talk about them, and serve up solutions to them, you know, to people. Like, that's scary. But anything scary is worth doing, and you will not be understood by the people that don't want to understand you. And I'm here to tell you that right now, and I'm here to tell you that it's important that you get that in your head, and move forward with the same self-understanding that is innate to you, you know? Because just because the world or some people may misunderstand you does not mean that you have to betray yourself all of a sudden by thinking that what you are doing is wrong, or by suddenly veering off your path, or by suddenly misunderstanding yourself. No. Learning how to trust yourself is an art, it's a skill, and anything that can be done well is eventually done well only with practice, right? So the more that you can practice trusting yourself, the more that you can practice self-trust and really leaning into your intuition and following the directions and guidance it's giving you, the better you will see yourself moving forward in all spheres, in your relationships, in your business, in your money frequency, in your love energy, and in your purpose that you are enacting and living out every single day. And my friend, your purpose is to be whole, to be joyful, to be blissful, to be happy, and to serve others with that energy as well. That's your only purpose and your only goal. And the more that you trust yourself, the more that you are going to trust yourself. This is a compounding game, and it has a compounding effect. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Understand that you are all that you need. You are not supposed to trust anything or anybody outside of you. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows your experiences. Nobody knows your life path. Nobody knows what you're supposed to do. Only you can sit in silence and in meditation and understand yourself and where you are headed. And the path will be revealed to you the more that you walk it. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more, comment down below how this video helped you. I love you very much. Thank you for being here. Understand that you are all that you need, and you do not need anything or anyone outside of you to validate the beautiful essence and energy that you are. You are a unique spark of God himself, And the second that you realize that and shine that outward, the more that others are going to realize that too, about you and about themselves as well. I love you guys. I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.